Sound like Dion. How she throw it, I smack from the behind. Hold up, look at the fit on me. Go get the tissue that on me. Lie for me, die for me, kill for me. She in the when she lick on me. I told her, babe, show me you love me. Show me, yeah. Let them know I done puff. Let them know, let them know how we. They try me and go down, they know I'm coming. Yeah, rich ass stepper, big white seats. Best leather. I want a her and a friend. I heard birds of the same feather. They flock together. Go, I'm dangerous. They probably tell you. What they say? Don't play with him. They bout whatever. Don't play. Get in there. She say I'm ready. Get in there. Anywhere, anytime, whoever. But hold up, baby. Probably in a fast car, riding with the cap off. Pull up with a band bra. Thick guy here, cap like 9 rappers. You gon' have to cap. Yeah, talk back on it. Big on me. Boss. How about that? Put that don't pull my dick. I sit me down and she sit on it. Get it. Green light, they gon' get on it. Red light, green light, let's go. Touch one of yours. They gon' see right. I'ma spend every dollar till he die. I make him fly 365. You don't think right. That's 11 months straight. Sleep tight. I tried to be patient with it. That ain't right. Give a game they could take. They ain't in. 1 out of 10. They gon' say 10. Red back, don't camera. Let baby in. Cat, who that is back to back? Hold that baby. Them can't do no shows. He can stay up. I like Lamborghinis cause they drive fast. With the Maybach, that's probably my favorite. Whip I'm in the back seat with my feet up reclining. Roll like a Mercedes Benz. And I'm pop big, so I don't trip when they talk. This shit out, you gotta take it in. I be like, oh, baby, probably in a fast car, riding with the cap on, pull up with the cap on. Thinking, guy here, Captain, I'm not these rappers, you gon' act like it. Talking back on it, big on me. How about that? Doing that? Don't get my, y'all sit me down and she sit on it. Get him. The green light, they gon' get on it. Red light, green light. Okay. Okay, back on the big
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Tried to that city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me, and it ain't no fault. We call him Chaucer, cause they got a chop. Took her out of fighters, cause I'm running like that, cause we got it on lock. Cardiac, I'm the boss man in the suit with no top. I can't be sober, I gotta stay high. Put some cheap in the glass and the drive. Running this special like Bernie and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep you some vibe. If you dance in birthday, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes will go to surprise. I'm still on this lady, help cry. Get her back while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad back, this ain't regular size. Really fly, we like hella do blind. You ain't still got to tell her disguise.
It is a beautiful day here in Springfield, Ohio, as it is Wittenberg Men's Soccer's Senior Day. Sam Monachino, soon to be joined by Braden Carey. We are 45 minutes from first kickback here in this matchup between the Wittenberg Tigers and the Oberlin Yeomen. Right now, the Tigers lining up for their Senior Day festivities. I'm about to turn it over to our PA announcer, A.J. Meyer, to introduce the seniors for today's game.
Welcome to Edwards Maurer Field for tonight's North Coast Athletic Conference match between Wittenberg and Oberlin. Prior to kickoff this evening, we would like to recognize the senior members of the varsity soccer team. The first member of the Wittenberg men's soccer team we would like to recognize is Hunter Blair. With Hunter tonight is his parents, David and Christy. Hunter, a finance major, plans to segue into his Bitcoin mining career. He'll always remember staying up late and waiting for the travel roster emails to come in. Next up, we have Nikki Christo and family. Mom Anna, Dad Boris, and brother Alex. A major in sociology with economics concentration in criminology, Nicky will take time off to prepare for the LSAT and then attend law school. Among his favorite memories at Witt was time taken to go to Great Britain. Next up is Aaron Craddock and his mother Leslie, 1989 Wittenberg alum, along with stepfather Jeff Craigbaum. A major in biochemistry and molecular biology, Aaron plans to take a gap year before applying to optometry school. Aaron's favorite memory at Witt was the time the team got stuck in an elevator during their trip to Pennsylvania, and the fire department had to come let them out. Our next senior is Jack Gex, with family members Debbie, Ron, and Emma. Jack is a marketing major and plans to get a great job in the Cincinnati area following graduation. Jack's favorite memory is going to UK with the soccer program this past summer. Next up we have Lucas Lindbergh with his mother Tara. With a major in educational policy and sport management, Lucas will either return to Sweden and graduate, or take a gap year and intern in administration and management or data analytics. Lucas' favorite memory was studying abroad in Germany. Next up we have Andreas Mujica and family members Cecilia and Roger. An exercise science major, Andreas intends to pursue a degree in chiropractic medicine. His favorite memory at Witt is the time spent getting together and playing with the guys. Our next senior is David Reininger, and his parents Teresa and David. A finance major, David plans to pursue a career in rotational business programs. One of David's favorite memories is studying abroad in Wittenberg, Germany with his teammates. Our next senior is Cooper Robertson and family. Mom Jen, Dad Corey, sister Kaylin, Shani, and Grandma Sarah. A marketing major, Cooper plans to attend graduate school and get a master's in business, as well as obtaining a coaching license to continue coaching youth soccer. His favorite memory was beating DePaul at home in overtime his freshman year. Next up we have Eric Ward and his family members, Michelle, Brian, and Megan. A sports management major, Eric plans on a career as an athletic director. Eric's favorite memory from Witt was the team trip to England and Scotland this past summer. Next up, we have Alex Isaac and his parents, Julie and Michael, and sister Gabby and brother-in-law, Evan Conley. Alex is majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology and plans to attend dental school. His favorite memory during his time at Witt was the team trip to Pennsylvania as a freshman year. And finally, we pause to remember Jack Bennett. Jack was from Twinsburg, Ohio, played center mid, and was in line to be a team captain. Though undecided for a major at Wittenberg, he had a huge passion for graphic design and marketing. His dream job was to eventually be the head of marketing and advertising for a company like Nike. Tonight, the team honors Jack wearing jerseys with his number 4 and initials on the sleeve. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the class of 2022-23 men's soccer seniors.
And those are the Senior Day festivities. We'll make sure to highlight each of those individuals throughout the broadcast today. What a special moment to honor Jack Bennick, though. Please stay tuned. Kickoff back is in 37 minutes, so stay tuned to the Tiger Sports Network.
It's fine. We can catch anything. Hello and welcome to Dagger Sports Network. That is Braden Carey, JJ Weisenberger. How you doing, JJ?
I am doing wonderful. Super excited for this matchup tonight. A little late night matchup, 7:30 start time here in Springfield, Ohio. Beautiful night. Already off to a better start than our women's soccer weather-wise.
Yes.
So it's looking to be a exciting senior night here at Wittenberg University as they take on the visiting Oberlin Yeomen. So it should be a fun matchup today. Wittenberg coming in with a record of 7-4-1. Oberlin coming in at 4-6-1. Like I said previously, a North Coast Athletic Conference matchup, so it should be a competitive, intense, fun one no matter the records.
Yep, very excited for this one, JJ. You want to get through the visiting lineup as we are about to kick off.
Starting off with number 2, John Schaefer. Number 3, Kobe Mbonu. Number 8, Anthony Pacewicks. Number 9, Xander Francor. Number 10, Nazim Amir. Number 12, Toby Wells Zimmerman. Number 14, Nathan Thompson. 17, Zach Butter. Number 20, Zach Moskowitz.
And a quick start for Wittenberg. Sorry, JJ, but Wittenberg nearly scored in the first 15 seconds of the match. Sorry, JJ. I know you're looking down.
I didn't get to see it, so
I was trying not to interrupt, but it kept building. I believe it was
what happened.
Mujica got in behind very quick, had a shot off the keeper's hands for Oberlin and fell right to, I believe, Kente. Fell right to Kente, who had a one-time shot and sailed right over the corner of the crossbar. So nearly 1-0, JJ. That
would have been a quick and
absolutely
exciting start, but a good opportunity early. But we'll go right where I left off. I left off at number 28, Ethan Long, and finishing it off in the goal to anchor down this defense, as we just saw, number 0, Colvin Oreo.
So, yeah, it was great save by Oreo. Couldn't do much on where he deflected the after the first save, fell right to Kente, and he was kind of left helpless. And lucky for Oberlin, Kente sailed it over. Now starting with Wittenberg's lineup. Number 1, Cooper Robinson. Number 3, Case Sirik. Number 5, Andres Mujica, who just had a chance. Number 8, Nick Harding. Number 13, Ryan Schindeldecker. Number 17, Aaron Craddock. Number 22, Kyle Hackstrom. Number 30, David Renninger. Number 31, Mustafa Kente. And number 40, Alex Sizik. So Oberlin is quickly on it, moving the other way. Wearing the all-yellow with the front striped jerseys and looking to play Mujica in behind again. He is offside, so Kente and Mujica already have cooking off with the chemistry. Looking to link up in the opening minutes.
Yeah, looking to jump out to a quick start. This Wittenberg team having a season that no one really expected, with a record of 7-4-1, with a 2-2 record in conference, kind of just coming out surprising a lot of teams, being very competitive and winning a lot of games. They are 7-2-1 in their last 10 games after dropping the first 2 to start this season. This team was picked to finish second to last in the North Coast Athletic Conference by media to start this season. So kind of coming out here raising some eyebrows and playing very well this season. And I think I brought it up before in previous broadcasts. They kind of took that mentality when they were picked to finish second to last, and they took it and ran with it and kind of went with the mindset of, you know what, no one expects us to do good. We're just going to go out, play our game. We have nothing to lose. They're going to go out and play, and they've done just that, and they've been very successful at it so far. Very fun team to watch, a very exciting team to watch, putting up almost 2.5 goals a game. Very fun, exciting, explosive team, as we've already seen here early, almost 5 minutes into the game.
It is very lively. Kente with some brilliant skill down the middle. Now Craddock showing off his ability on the right wing, wins a throw-in for the Tigers wearing black tonight.
Yeah, Craddock been a very, very key piece to this attacking side for Wittenberg. Only playing in 7 games. Didn't play early on in the season, but in 7 games, he has tallied 3 goals and 1 assist, and he's been a very big facilitator of this offense. Harding tries to send one in. That one gets deflected off the foot of the Oberlin defender. Isaac now falls into his feet. Another deflection. That one will be cleared away.
So Wittenberg to reset. Miller sends it long, looking for Mujica. Harding wearing the captain's armband finds Craddock, who's also fellow captain tonight. Isaac resumes with the throw, looking long to Mujica. controls it. Harding, Sizik into the middle again. It's not a bad play. Now into the feet of Kente, switches it out left. Harding making a diagonal to the corner, but Wittenberg turned it over. And Oberlin looked to break. Number 12, Zimmerman. Back to Zimmerman. Butter switches it out. So Oberlin getting into their first spell of possession, coming about the 5th minute of this one. Wittenberg happy to step back right now. Here comes the long ball from Oberlin. Ooh, and they have space backside. Looks to bring it down. Looks like Miller is going to get there and is going to clear, but JJ Oberlin had 2 wide open runners on that left wing.
Yeah, Wittenberg very content with letting Oberlin kind of go with those back and forth passes up on the back line. And we saw this in a fairly earlier game. A good save there from Cooper from the header from Oberlin will be sent away. He'll boot this one. But Oberlin electing to go with more of a back pass, try to catch you sleeping, then get one of those long crosses.
Yeah.
And we saw Capital try to do this against Wittenberg, and Capital became very unsuccessful with it. And so Wittenberg sticking with that tough defense, letting them take those long passes because they're able to react to them in time. Oberlin now with possession. We'll send it up the sideline. Bent by Sirik. He's going to kick it out, back into the middle. Oberlin with some quick passing, some quick, efficient passing so far early in this game has led to some good opportunities. That one's going to be sent on the sideline. A beautiful pass. Well, Zimmerman now will send it middle. It'll be kicked away. Zizek now will send it up the sideline. Craddock tries to control it. Just a little mistouch there, and it'll roll out of bounds. You don't usually see that from Craddock. Craddock, one of the more impressive ball handlers on this team. He's able to control the ball very well with his feet, and his dribbling skills are very fun to watch, very entertaining.
Second
He's able
to
to do some magical things
in this
with
conference. That ball. Yeah, JJ, I also want to point out, you see Wittenberg get the early chance, but Oberlin, they look really good at changing the pace of their attack. As you saw, they were playing it back, but as soon as those gaps are in the middle, they are threading the ball with pace and making those runs, and in a split second, Zimmerman was wide open on the left, and they found the ball to him. It's just really successful build-up plays so far.
Yeah, very impressive passing here early. They're able to spot out the open attacker in the open gaps quickly, and they're able to hit them efficiently. Again, they'll hit it on the back line, going to go with this back and forth until they see one of those openings. This one's going to be kicked forward. Kinte now in the middle of the field. It'll fall to Harding. Back to Sirik, and Harding will get pushed out of the way. That'll be a whistle and a penalty. Some early physical play here from the Oberlin defense, and that's exactly what we come to expect in a North Coast athletic matchup. Conference games are always very intense, very competitive, and you can expect this from no matter who you play. You never want to lose to an in-conference opponent, and they're very competitive.
And that was 2 physical challenges from the same player, Mboniu. The sophomore from Brooklyn, New York. He's playing right center back tonight. And looking through my binoculars, I can easily tell he's at least 6'2", has plenty of muscle. And as you can see there twice, he is not afraid to put some pressure on this Wittenberg team. Oberlin steps up high. So usually you do not see the offside trap work to success there, JJ. And I'm sure that looked weird for you. Usually you don't usually see that where most teams try to hold a high line but still drop back as soon as the ball played. They all stepped up and allowed Wittenberg. In the second, it looked like there was 20 Wittenberg shirts going at goal, but as long as one of them were offside or whoever the ball went to originally. So ref saw it, so good offside trap from Oberlin, but you don't really see that too much here.
Yeah, very unique play. I have never seen it as someone who's still just getting into the world of soccer and learning a lot about it. That looked very unique and confusing to me. I thought Oberlin just tried to give up a goal there, but
nonetheless,
it was a little bit of a set piece, and they were able to run with it and get the turnover.
So Wittenberg pressure. Can't get Oberlin out, and Mujica almost snags an easy one, but scuffs it. Oh, that's brilliant skill from Zimmerman with a little dummy on Sizik, but Wittenberg tracked back to win. Now back in possession of Oberlin. Quickly back to Wittenberg. Oh, that's great skill from the captain. Slots in Mujica. Mujica's going to keep this one in, and it will roll to Oreo, who clears it out. So almost another opportunity for Wittenberg. Well, not almost, it was another opportunity. That's two crucial big scoring chances for Wittenberg early in this one. Could easily be 2-0, JJ.
Yeah, some very impressive skill sets being shown from both sides. You can see it with the dribbling, the passing, the skill, the physicality. You can tell these two teams know how to play soccer, and they are going at each other tonight. Good opportunity here from Wittenberg. We'll set up a corner for them early on in this one with about 35 remaining. Two early opportunities for Witt, not able to control and get one to fall just yet, but this corner could prove to be that opening blow.
And that came from the fast, high pressure from Wittenberg. They won the ball up in Oberlin's back corner. The ball drifted in the middle, and Mujica definitely wish he could have had that chance again, because he will not miss too many of those. Craddock with the one time. Looked good at the beginning, but takes a deflection. Falls to the left-footed Harding, who cuts it in, beats the defender, drives it in, and that will be off Sirik, trying to get the one time. And it will be a goal kick for Oreo.
Yeah, Wittenberg not happy with that call. Felt they were about to get another corner off the deflection, but in a fast bang-bang play like that, both players right there, it's really tough to tell. In Division III, you know, we don't get any fancy cameras or replays, so we're not able to actually tell who it went off of. So it's all just what the ref saw and felt he saw.
That's more brilliant skill. That was from Oberlin, 28, Ethan Long, sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Plenty of talent on display tonight. Decides to play it short. Sizik does well to clear it. Better safe than sorry. The Oberlin back on the ball, and they are moving well. Cut inside. Great tackle from Kinte, and he has space. Plays out Sirik. Not a player you want space on the left channel. Tries to slot in Mujica. But Mbonio does well, reads, and now Oberlin can move. Still on that right side. Plays it back to Long. All the way back to Mbonio.
Moskowitz and Mboniu once again going back and forth, trying to find those open gaps in this Wittenberg defense. So far have been very little. Moskowitz now to the close sideline, Zimmerman.
And that's why I love this game so much. Oberlin had plenty of space, and many teams would have just rushed and played a through ball and ended up probably just riding to the goalkeeper, but they brought it all the way back to their center back partnership, who also both have names I absolutely love. So Kinte's been a busy man, applying a lot of pressure in that Oberlin midfield.
Yeah, and he's been very impressive early in this one, playing very physical, but playing it in a legal way, able to force a lot of turnovers. This one will get headed away. Kinte with the ball once again. He'll be met by an Oberlin defender. This will be a costly turnover. This one will be sent. Oh! What a shot. What a save. What a play. I'm very speechless right now.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell what happened. Robertson down on a knee. Looks like he wasn't sure. That one was an absolute rocket at the goal. Will go off the right goal post, and he was still able to get a hand on it afterwards.
Wait, so yeah, I wasn't able to see. I was looking through my binoculars looking for the player. That was Nassim Amir, the junior from Princeton, New Jersey, with a breathtaking bit of skill and almost an even better finish.
Yeah.
So did it go off the post and then he deflected it
Yeah,
out?
so
or?
it was a very fast-paced shot, a very tough shot. I mean, it was about 3/4 of the way up the net, so it was a very high, well-played shot, just right off the right crossbar. Cooper Robertson tried to read the first time, and he mistimed it and played it almost perfectly in the way he didn't want to. He didn't know the ball was going to miss. He dove trying to get that one in the air. He missed, bounced off the goalpost, and came back and hit him and deflected away. Oberlin now will send it in, a short pass. Oberlin liking those short passes. I want to get deflected away out of bounds.
So off of Harding for a corner.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, this Oberlin team, they're playing very patiently right now. But a lot of teams, like you said, in that opportunity would just like to send one in, try to give themselves a chance. But Oberlin's liking what they're seeing with their slow, patient offense, where they use some of these short, quick passes, trying to just create a gap in this defense, so they immediately go with the short pass, and it results in a corner. Again, another short pass to the middle will try to be sent in. Beautiful save from Robertson there. A very dangerous play. Those balls can be tricky with all those people in front of the goal.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who can deflect it, where it's going to come, and a word you like to use a lot. It was a worm burner.
Worm killer. Dude, I love that set piece. Play it short, top of the box, take it one time. You put it into that box. It could go off one of your teammates, one of the defenders, pass the goalkeeper, send them the wrong way. So Robertson, in the end, is very, very happy that it touched no one, rolled right into his hands, and he could clear it out. Now, Case Eric looks to put Mojica in, now has a chance. He's passing Boniu, and Boniu falls. One-on-one, and just drags it to the right. So
another beautiful opportunity, and it was
three scoring I would say. I'm trying to think of the right word they use in the English game, JJ. But not just three good chances. They are high percentage scoring opportunities that you find in the game of football. And Mojica's been involved in every one. He had the first shot, which then Kinte missed the rebound, but the other two chances have been him, and he is just getting closer and closer, JJ.
Yeah, some more beautiful passing from Oberlin leads to a clear that goes backwards out of bounds and will result in another corner. But yes, Mojica, another opportunity. He's going to want that one back. He was able to control it. He had beautiful control with two defenders on either side of him. To be able to control that ball, still dribble and give himself the opportunity. Just goes a little wide right. Another short pass in from the corner. A little pass back. Will be sent over.
Ooh. So Oberlin have definitely put in time on their set piece attacking and defending. You saw they had that offside trap on the defending that caught Wittenberg off guard, and too quick. It doesn't even seem like they're communicating. Yep. They know everyone's on the same page running these set piece plays, and it is very fun to watch. This game is absolutely electric, JJ.
Yeah, and that's the fun part about it. 0-0, and it's already been this entertaining with a lot of fun and exhilarating opportunities for both teams. No one able to find the back of the net just yet, but I'm sure in a matter of time with the opportunities we have seen, that is only of time to come.
And in going back to Mojica, it is his senior night. He is a senior, and you would just think after all this, if he doesn't score tonight after how he's playing in this one, it would be insane. So very excited to see what comes. Oberlin back on it quickly. Dispossessed from Craddock. Plays it back. Cizik. Craddock taking on two now into the left-footed Harding. Oh, that is brilliant skill, and that is Renninger. My apologies. And what did you think of that piece of attacking play? You heard the crowd make some noise after that one, JJ.
Yeah, it was very impressive, and it had the defender being turned every which way. It looked like a very, if you're familiar with basketball, it looked like a very just nasty crossover. Just had the defender
it's nasty,
thinking he's going that way, and he just brought it back. And it's even more impressive because to do it with your hands is one thing, but to do it with your feet and the control of that is another. A little miscommunication as both Sirik and Craddock go for that ball. That one will be sent right. It'll be a goal kick for Oberlin. Oreo will send this one away. Still 0-0, about 27 minutes to go here in the first half of a very fun, exciting one.
And maybe because it's senior night, yeah. I love a game where there's just beautiful passing and communication. But in this one, there is all that, but these players are going at each other. They're having fun. As you can see, Craddock sizing up against Zimmerman. He plays Harding, who I believe is onside, now has space. Slots that near post diagonal back to Craddock, but Craddock was just a few steps behind, and it was always going to be Oreos.
Yeah, you feel like both these teams are just coming out here with nothing to lose. They're just coming out to play their game. And I kind of talked about Wittenberg a little bit. Oberlin not probably particularly with the what we've seen so far as that pass is going to go out of bounds. What we've seen so far, they look like a very skilled and very impressive team to watch. But they were only 4-6-1 on the record sheet and 0-3-1 in conference. So you got to feel they're at the point in the season. It's probably a little too late to make a run at conference. You know, miracles can happen. But they're just coming out here. They've got nothing to lose. They're going to come out and play some very aggressive, fast-paced, fun soccer.
Well, that's the thing in this conference. You can't put anyone out.
Yeah.
No one thought Wittenberg would have this many wins at this point in the season, and I'm watching Oberlin now, and they look like a top 5 team in the conference.
Oh, another beautiful save there from Robertson, but a good shot there from Toby Wells. Zimmerman, big left foot there meets the stomach of Robertson. But yeah, would you believe me if I told you Oberlin in their last game lost 0-5 to Kenyon?
I wouldn't believe you. I know Kenyon does have an amazing soccer program. I'm yet to see them play this year, but I would not. They look very organized. They have good squad depth, as I can see from all the traveling players on the bench. They look fit. Their passing's well. Like I wouldn't believe you, JJ.
Yeah, so that just goes to show how impressive this conference is and how skilled and competitive this conference is in the game of soccer. And honestly, you can go around for every sport and point out how competitive a lot of these schools are. Just goes and shows how good the North Coast Athletic Conference is.
Well, I saw the NCAC Indoor Track Championships last year I was working. And you were competing in that, weren't you?
I was competing.
I didn't know you at the time. Or else I would have said hello, but I was there. It was like it was a 2-day event, and my goodness, it was just back and forth and team rankings and just so fun to watch. Oberlin might have a chance here. Miller has to do something, does enough. So ref goes back.
Gonna get a whistle, and he is walking to the sideline, it looks like, to say something to Oberlin's head coach. It looks like we're gonna get a sub from Wittenberg about to enter into the game.
I think he was giving Oberlin an advantage, and they played it way up the field and decided to take the play back and resume it from there, which they do. So Oberlin in the middle, Moskowitz over to Mboniu. Intercepted by Sirik. He has runners. Craddock, plenty of space on the far side. It's a one-on-one. Drags it left. But that was great recovery from Moskowitz. He was coming. So at the beginning, it looked like that was going to be an easy one-on-one opportunity. But good recovery from Oberlin.
Yeah, the speed to get back is what really stood out to me. I thought for sure Craddock was going to have a one-on-one for a while as he had a lot of space. But a blur of yellow came streaking across the field and was able to get back and play very tough defense, forcing Craddock to go a little quicker than he would have liked. And the shot goes left. Another very, very fortunate situation if you're an Oberlin fan and Oberlin player, but another situation and opportunity you feel like if you're a Wittenberg player that you missed out on.
Yeah, and as a player, I just know how difficult that is. You know the defender's coming. You're sprinting full speed. You're kind of, at the same time, trying to read what the keeper's doing. Is he kind of come out further or not? And then you just end up dragging the shot wide.
Yeah, all
and I know
trying to control the ball as well. That's a very key piece that people just...
Did you see the curl on that ball, JJ?
That was some movement.
Yeah, that was a brilliant over-the-top cross, and that was from number 8, Anthony Pacewicks, sophomore from Perrysburg, Ohio. He's been on the ball a lot early in this one, playing in a CDM role for the traveling Oberlin. So Robertson will resume with a goal kick. Sends it up with his left foot. Harding tries to flick. Paul Lickey is in the game. I don't know if we announced that or not. But Wittenberg trying to work out. And they will do just that. Look at this run, and it was out of bounds before Hagstrom, the freshman, We've seen him go on a run down the whole field before and nick himself a goal. According to his face, as I looked in my binoculars, he was like, no way that was out. But my goodness, what a show of pace from the freshman. But back with Oberlin now with Zimmerman. Moskowitz threads a clipper on the ground, intercepted from the Tigers in black shirt. One back from Zimmerman. Now they're going to switch it out right. Boniu plays it back to Oreo. Boniu plays it up to Paskewitz. Good pressure from Kinte. It's going to fall to a yellow shirt again, and they are moving up the field well. Crucial tackle from Miller, who timed that to perfection. Got the ball and pretty much stuffed the Oberlin player, as in the end rides out for a goal kick.
Yeah, but on that possession there, a very, very much more aggressive mindset from Wittenberg on the defensive end there. They were pressuring all the way up the field, even all the way back to the goal kick. You saw Harding pressuring the goalie, forcing him to make a quick decision, but Oberlin able to move the ball down the field very quickly. But some impressive backline defense from Wittenberg was able to get that one away and force the change of possession.
Oh, and Hagstrom trying to use his pace again, but gets a misstep. Can't do anything with it. Just such a fast-paced game. Part of me just wants to sit back and not talk and just enjoy this. Out to Zimmerman. Here comes a diagonal. Heavy touch in the middle. Substitute Paul Licky. Smooth with the touch. Takes it away. Now he moves up the field. Looks backside. That's not a bad ball at all. Into Sirik. What a save from Oreo. And Oberlin does clear it for a corner, but Paul Licky with a beautiful delivery clips it right over that back line, going diagonal corner of that box. Case Sirik is there, and he is not a man you want with an open shot. Beautiful, beautiful strike. Even better save from Oreo, JJ.
Yeah, like you said it, Sirik is the last person you want to see with that opportunity. He is leading this Wittenberg team in goals with 8 on the season, 5 more than the next closest scorer, which is very impressive. This Wittenberg team has put up a lot of goals this season, 28 so far in just 12 games. That pass will be in Harding. Harding will try to send one in. That'll be kicked away. Good clear now. Craddock's going to try to reach it.
Oh, look at the hustle from Craddock, but even better, the tackle.
Dangerous opportunity
Zimmerman.
now for Wittenberg. Miller will send this one out of bounds. We'll give Wittenberg a chance to regroup and get some players back on defense, but you can see the speed. We've been talking about the pace of Wittenberg so far, but Oberlin able to just... What's impressed me so far with them is their ability to get the ball down the field in a hurry and very efficiently and cleanly. They cleared that ball out of the corner so quick and just had bodies running in every channel of the field. Every right channel just felt like they filled every gap they needed to, and they were pushing the ball down the field quick and efficiently. That one will be sent across the field. Zimmerman now out to Butter. Butter now. We're going to get a whistle and a turnover. Looks like we're going to get it offsides. Zimmerman just getting a little too far ahead of the ball right there, and the crosser goes all the way to him, but he is offside. Wittenberg now. Robertson's going to come out to clear this one down the field.
There will be 2 subs. JJ coming in for Oberlin here shortly on the next dead ball in their favor. They're wearing pennies, so don't know the numbers yet as Robertson sends it up. Craddock looks to get a flick, but Zimmerman clears. Good step from Miller. Clears it, but only back to Oberlin as Moskowitz takes his space. And to Paskewitz. And Boniu. 17:45 to play in the first half. As they play it in the corner, looks like that is going to stay in, and the ref does raise his flag when he gets there. You know, that's a little brutal from the side official. He knew he was going to raise the flag, and he saw him going at it and was just going to wait for him to get there and be like, Haha.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, a lot of energy expended right there for nothing. The official knew the whole time. Robertson now with the ball. He's going to look clear this one away. Middle of the
JJ,
field.
I did want to talk about, as we're watching that, there was a 0-0 here on Wednesday. Oh, brilliant bit of skill from Oberlin. Might need to silence myself as they move up into the attack. Now switch out left. Oh, that's great. Oberlin now in the box, cuts in on the right. Plays in the middle. Good defending from Wittenberg, but good step. Oh, man open, back stick. Takes his shot off the line, but ends up going in. And that is number 12, Toby Wells Zimmerman, with the finish. Sophomore from D.C., the capital of America. Hits the celebration. Right place, right time, JJ.
Beautiful set of passing there. Sets up for, like you just said, right place, right time. Zimmerman was not supposed to be at the receiving end of that, but he just happened to be there. The ball gets kicked around from a couple of Wittenberg defenders and falls right to the feet of Zimmerman. Robertson playing the position of that far post where the pass went, was not there for it. And a beautiful play from Oberlin, but like just the passing to set that up. I know it wasn't intentional, but on this close sideline, Zimmerman probably could have taken the shot when he originally first took it up against his near-sided post, but instead he elects to take it. He controls it, goes back middle, passes it. It ends up being a beautiful crosser over to the other side of the net. A shot goes in. It gets deflected away, falls right to the feet of Zimmerman, who's right there, and he puts it in. Just a beautiful play from Oberlin early on in this game, and they are leading 1-0, and it felt like only a matter of time before one of these teams finds the back of the net. A lot of very, very skilled offense so far as that one's going to get cleared. Kinte's there to reach it.
And it is a shame. It was originally cleared off the line from, I believe, it was Miller or Schindeldecker, but I think Miller. You know, the initial shot was saved not by Robertson, but by a defender in the good position, but only finds that yellow shirt. Right place, right time. And Zimmerman makes his way to the bench. So an impressive first half from him. Gets the goal, then gets a rest. And JJ, you know how I interrupted myself? You know what I was saying? I was talking about how there was a 0-0 on Wednesday, but watching this one, there's almost no way it's going to be goalless in tonight. And as we saw, brilliant plays, piece of attack from Oberlin, and they are up 1-0. Coming up on 15 to play. And that's another thing about sports. Wittenberg had 3 high percentage scoring opportunities, maybe even 4. Oberlin have looked solid in this one, but in just one moment, they snag the lead, and Wittenberg are going to have to regroup and try and get one back. So substitute number 7, Anthony Camasaris, junior from Menlo Park, California. I hope I didn't butcher that. He's come into this one, taken over Zimmerman's spot. Sorry, JJ. Number 14, Nathan Thompson, as well has come in. I think there was 3 subs. They had 2, and then there was a third. 23. It was 23. Yeah, Isaac Stratton, freshman from Nashville, Tennessee. He came in, and I believe we got that right. So Wittenberg still haven't toned down the press and the intensity, even as they are trailing. Oberlin win a free kick due to the pressure from Kinte. They play it short and back on possession. Craddock almost intercepts that. Now it'll be with Paulicki. Great one-time outright. Logan Evans has come in, tried to do a link-up with Craddock, but doesn't work out.
Yeah, and if he looks a little different, it almost caught me by surprise. Logan Evans, he did have a long, he had a long set of hair going into this season, you know, and he got a haircut. He's got looks like a buzz cut now. That's why it kind of threw me off, and I saw number 6, and I was like,
who was that?
I was very confused, but nonetheless, he's a very, very aggressive and a very fast player. So it looks like Wittenberg's still trying to continue with that pace, bring him off the bench, trying to bring another spark. He is a juiced player. He plays with a lot of energy, plays with a lot of passion. So
I love that.
Trying to find a spark in this offense to get another opening, as they've gone a little cold here so far after Oberlin's goal. 13 minutes to go now. Oberlin regains possession. They're going to immediately get back into their slow play. That one's going to be passed up. Kicked up. Missed kick there from Miller. Robertson will send this one away. Craddock's there. It'll go over his head. Box out there will go out of bounds. Oberlin will regain possession. What's really impressed me so far from this Oberlin team is just their composure, their ability, no matter how hectic and fast-paced Wittenberg is going, as soon as they're able to get control of that ball, get control whatsoever of the game in general, they're able to stop and go on a dime. They're able to get their offense going in the blink of an eye. They're able to slow things down at that same pace. And they do it all in such an efficient way. They're not turning the ball over a lot. All their passes are meeting their targets, or everything they seem to want to do, they're able to do at a very high level. And so far, it has proven to be ineffective as they do lead this one 1-0. As Isaac now fighting for it, as we're going to get a whistle just a little too handsy there from Oberlin.
And that's what continues. Like, it really surprised me about seeing their record and their stats in this one. The flexibility they have as a team is the most flexibility I've seen of any team this year. You know, from shifting from slow to fast, from possession to long ball. They just seem to have it all right now, and yes, they have that composure that you talked about. Oh,
beautiful
talk about composure! Craddock with a tricky little flick on the back of the heel. Wittenberg win a free kick in a dangerous position. Looks like Paul Licky is going to take this one. He already had a brilliant delivery earlier over to his buddy Sirik, who almost got the first goal of the game.
Paul Licky now, as Wittenberg gets set up in their set piece, will try to send this one in. 11:40 to go here in the first half. Oberlin leading 1-0. Paul Licky will send it in.
Delicious.
Evans tries to send it in. Will get deflected and out of bounds. But
JJ, do you like my reaction to that? That was just like a natural reaction.
Delicious.
I hope I was just delicious, because I had the whole line of sight in that one. It was lofted.
Yeah, we
I saw
had the perfect
curl
view
on
just
it.
right behind. Just followed that thing perfectly. It's a very I love this view when you're just right behind the ball and you're able to watch the path of it, because it's easy to sit there and judge from being a spectator of one of these sports, but you don't really see how much movement that ball can have until you get a view like we just had, just directly behind the ball. Kinte now will chip it in. Paul Licky will try to get it, deflected away. Craddock now fighting for it. That one will be cleared out of bounds. But Wittenberg right now, besides the first 5 to 10 minutes where they got a couple of those opportunities, seems very uncomfortable. Oberlin's, like I said, seems very composed. They're okay with everything that's happening. Wittenberg right now seems to be a little panicked. They're a little fast. They're moving at a really high rate, and not a lot seems to be coming efficiently.
Yeah.
Efficiently seems to be the word tonight. Oberlin being very efficient with their touches. Wittenberg going really fast, but sometimes going a little too fast for their own feet. Robertson now will clear this one away. But that's why we've seen a lot of one-on-one plays. We've seen a lot of turnovers from this Wittenberg team. Oberlin just playing good, solid defense. They're not doing something that feels out of the ordinary to them. Wittenberg right now feels like they've got to make that special play when in reality, all they've got to do is play their soccer. Their soccer alone, as we saw, is enough to produce those opportunities. But now going down 1-0, they're trying to make that home run play. There's a lot of soccer that still is left to be played. They just need to get back to playing their brand of soccer, which has netted them 7 wins on the season, 3 games over 500, and 28 goals on the season. They just got to get back to playing their brand, which is I like to call it a controlled chaos, a controlled quickness. Yeah. They're very fast, but they do it in such a controlled, efficient way. But tonight it just feels like they're doing only that really fast. They're not doing it in a very controlled way. They're turning the ball over a lot.
JJ, you have a lot of great little one-liners, little phrases, and I just love listening to you talk. Oberlin are about to send one in. Going near post, another great flick, and almost finds. That was Moskowitz who stepped up there. So the defender almost in the right place, right time, as well as Zimmerman. There was a substitute I do want to go back to for Oberlin. That was number 15, Gandelheim, the freshman from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, came in for number 10, Amur, the junior who hit the top right corner as he almost nicked the first one of the game. And did you see who just came in for Wittenberg?
I did not.
I saw he was actually. I think I just saw the numbers.
Is it Christopher Meyer?
Number 12, Christopher Meyer, the freshman from Toledo, Ohio, has made his way into this one.
Yeah,
I remember
we've seen him a lot in the latter stages, and like I said, starting off the season, we saw a very unique. It was a different lineup than we saw going forward. Those first couple of games, we didn't have a lot of success. We dropped our first 2, but then we switched up the lineup, and we found a lot of success with it. We've seen kind of that consistent lineup of Harding, Hagstrom, Miller, Meyer, Pascal. We've seen a lot of those players.
And then Sirik, he wasn't playing at the beginning.
And they found a lot of success with his lineup, so now we're seeing them being implemented back into this lineup, in this role. So hopefully Wittenberg's able to get back into playing their brand of soccer. But what's really impressed me tonight is Oberlin and a lot of those set pieces, a lot of those crossers, their ability to find the ball and get the contact that they want has been so impressive to me. No matter what,
and that one is out of the stadium. JJ, sorry,
I saw that one going dark or deep into the darkness. Of the night.
That is gone.
And,
that is in someone's backyard.
It went over the fence.
Yeah, but continue, please.
But yeah, just Oberlin's ability to find the ball in the air, find the ball off these passes, and their ability to not only find it but get contact, make contact with it, and doing it in a very productive way has what's really stood out to me to why they're ahead in this game and why they're winning a lot of these challenges. Just their ability to find it and find that right angle to get to it over the opposing Wittenberg defender or player.
I think they're setting the tempo for this game. The tempo, even though it is a fast game, slow at times, it is what they want to play the game out. Chance for Wittenberg! Off the flick from Sirik. And that is number 22, Hagstrom. I believe. Yep, I got it right. I didn't even need my binoculars, JJ. Can you believe that?
What a play. And right as I was talking about Oberlin's ability to get a touch off of those challenges, Sirik goes up, makes a wonderful play. He gets possession, and what a beautiful pass with his head. Just flicks that one right in. Hagstrom waiting for it. All he has to do is pick somewhere the goalie isn't, and he picks it beautifully and finds the back of the net.
And JJ, Sirik's a small guy, but I've seen that kid get up in the box. I believe he might even be a few inches smaller than me. I think I've met him once or twice. But he has the ability to leap. He's not afraid of going for those long balls over top. And there gets up high, gets a beautiful flick, finds Hagstrom, another kind of right place, right time.
Yep.
It's going around the box. So both teams can't complain so far. They both got their chances with that ball moving around the box, and they have both taken them one up.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye, it felt like Oberlin was really controlling this game, and we were talking about him for a while.
Isn't that something?
Wittenberg is just all it took is that one opportunity again, and they take advantage of it. Isaac now a beautiful steal there from number 17, Zach Butter, but that one's going to be hit out of bounds. Some good recovery defense will let Wittenberg allow them to set up on the defensive end of things.
And Oberlin fans, we did not mean to jinx. That happens a lot in Tiger Sports Networks. We're talking about how well the team was doing, and then of course they end up conceding. How at the beginning we were talking about how Wittenberg started off just absolutely electric. Oberlin snags one. It's just that's how things work at Tiger Sports Network.
Yeah, we do tend to support the caster's curse, the announcer's jinx a lot, and so we do apologize for that one. Good defense there from Meyer. Will force a turnover. He'll go for the quick throw-in. Harding there. A little too heavy a touch, but Harding and Craddock there to meet it. It's going to be placed ahead. Can Craddock reach it? That'll be kicked out of bounds.
That was Mboniu.
For number 3, Mboniu. He's been very impressive on that back line. Like you talked about, his just physical stature has been what stands out. You can just tell he is bigger than a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
And his athleticism, too, his speed, his strength, his physicality has been very impressive tonight.
And that
opportunity here.
JJ, those are the ideal center backs. And same opportunity, Schindeldecker is going to long throw it in, and this time from the other side of the field.
Sirik right there.
Yeah.
He was that front line guy trying to meet it. And what's funny, you were talking about how, he is not the biggest, and he certainly doesn't look like it out on the field, but his ability, and I was actually talking to one of the Wittenberg players about him, and they asked me, they said, does Case Sirik look like he should be as good as he is at soccer? And and they agreed that he doesn't. He doesn't look like he's going to go out there, put on the show that he does, his magic with his feet.
Yeah, go shoulder to shoulder to some of these big defenders and knock them off the ball. He doesn't look like he can at all. I know he looks like he would have some great technical ability, which he does.
Yes.
But, you know, he has so much more to that, and he's a brilliant player to watch. Oberlin will have a goal kick as they shield that one out. Now under 5 minutes to go, and you would think how this one has went, both coaches might be happy with going into halftime 1-1, so they can reset a little bit.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's been back and forth, and the last thing either team wants to do is concede right before half.
Yep. And a good opportunity here, a beautiful pass to number 7, Anthony Commissaries. That one will be sent in. But number 26, Jackson Miller there, he's been a very busy man as well on that back line, and he's doing a very good job. But once again, Oberlin on this far open channel has been getting a lot of opportunities. Their passing, just has been on point. But what's really standing out to me is how open Wittenberg has been leaving it, even after the opportunities they've had. That pass is going to sail a little long. We'll try to send that one in. Dangerous kick there from Witt. Harding now tries to clear it away. Oh! Backwards kick there will go right into the hands of Robertson, but a little entertaining one to see. Kind of, I know a lot of people, even non-soccer fans, know the famous bicycle kick.
Bicycle,
that wasn't
it was getting there. It was getting there.
He had the standing version of it. He was able to kick it behind. Again, Commissary's on this close side. He'll send it in.
And like you said, Oberlin keeps getting in behind. But on this left side, you haven't been on that right flank in a while. But here they are.
Pace Wicks now will try to send it in. Deflected ball. That one will get kicked out. It looks like it will get a corner. But again, Oberlin just relentless on this close near sideline. Has gotten a lot of good looks. And for whatever reason, Wittenberg is giving it up, and Oberlin's been taking it. They're taking what the defense is giving them, and they're getting a lot of open opportunities and passing angles from this near sideline. The corner opportunity now will be sent in. That one will be another long one. Be over the head of everyone and roll out of bounds. It's 2 straight, as you can you can see.
Yeah. And you know, JJ, that's not a bad ball. That one was a little closer, not as far. But if you do have a player waiting kind of on that back post or coming in from far, they get a simple little header or touch on it. It goes right back the middle, markings all over the place. So it's really not a bad delivery at all, but no player there for the second time.
Yeah, that's the only issue was that I don't think it was the setup Oberlin wanted. They didn't want one of those long ones. And I think, too, the reason why it plays out so well is usually you'll see a lot of those goalkeepers kind of set up on that near side post or more leaning towards it. They're usually closer to the corner kicker instead of that far one, so that's why it's a very dangerous pass. But Oberlin goes 0 for 2 in those corner opportunities to end this one. Just under 2 minutes now, this throw in. It'll be a fight for the ball. Some little passing will find the foot of Myers.
My friend Elliott has snuck into the game. Don't know when that happened. Transfer
Just
for
now.
Capital, and he tries to keep it in, but cannot do it. That's the thing about this Wittenberg team. They start with pace. They sub in pace. They have nothing but pace, especially on attack, which makes them so dangerous.
And we've talked about it, too. We've seen Cameron Elliott in previous games. We love to bring him in points like this, where it's kind of we're reaching a stalemate. We're reaching kind of just a back and forth to just try to surprise him with that speed. Just to come off the bench with that much speed and skill has proven to be very difficult for teams to defend. And right away they go to him. As soon as he subs in, Isaac sends one up the sideline. Elliott's almost there, just goes a little too far to the sideline and goes out of bounds. Pawlicki now will get possession. A good steal. He'll send this one up. Sirik's over there. Oh, dangerous header there. Evans going to meet it. This one will be cleared away well. That one will be sent up in the air. Evans now. Harding. Some beautiful dribbling will be met by a defender from behind. Again, just Logan Evans, you can see that burst of energy and spark. I think he jumped for every single ball right there, and there was 3 of them up in the air. But just as soon as he hits the ground, he's looking for another opportunity. He hits a nonstop motor. Is that one will be with Oberlin possession, and a lot of people are surprised. You can hear from the reaction from the crowd and players on the field.
I'm just like, what is going on? It is the dying seconds of the match. Flick from Oberlin. So looks like this is going to be it for half number one. Wittenberg does send it long. Sirik with the flick. No, not Sirik originally. No, it was Sirik. Gosh, I hate when I didn't I mess up and then I mess up again. It was Sirik and Harding who had the last second shot. So we are at halftime, 1-1 here, JJ. What an electric first half. It was brilliant to watch. I'll talk through just the very beginning. Wittenberg, if you are tuning in, got 3 clear opportunities right from the get-go. First one coming within the first 15 seconds. Kente sails one over, and then Mujica with 2 great scoring opportunities, but can't finish yet on his senior night. But on the other end, Oberlin comes back. Toby Wells Zimmerman snags a goal for the men in yellow. And then the freshman, Hagstrom, gets one back at the other end. Any other thoughts? I was trying to just break down the whole half. But
you kind of nailed it on the head. It was just a back and forth. That's all we can really say. At the end of the day, it is 0-0 going into the second half. There is no advantage for either team. You really look at both halves. Wittenberg kind of controlled the beginning halves, and then Oberlin took control for about a 20-minute stint. And then Wittenberg, it felt like, really took the final 10-15 of it. And but all that matters, it is still 1-1 on the scoreboard. No team has an advantage. Back and forth, intense, high-paced matchup so far in this one.
Sounds good, as we were just handed some stats, but we'll be back in roughly 10 minutes, and we're going to maybe talk a little bit about the seniors and the special jerseys, in case you were wondering, that Wittenberg is wearing tonight. But for right now, don't go anywhere. This is Tiger Sports Network. Braden Carey, JJ Weisenberger will be back in a few. Hello, and we are back. It is Tiger Sports Network here in Springfield, Ohio, on this beautiful, beautiful night on Edwards Maurer Field. Wittenberg 1, Oberlin 1. It is Braden Carey, JJ Weisenberger. We're happy to be back on this senior night, and you may have been wondering why Wittenberg are wearing these special, very, very cool jerseys. I'm a big fan of. JJ, do you want to talk about that for a moment here right before the second half gets underway?
Yeah, a very special night for all these seniors, a very emotional one, as they are honoring their friend, their teammate, their team captain, Jack Bennick, who was a member of this soccer team. He was a freshman here. He started for this team, the varsity squad, a very impressive player. He unfortunately passed away in his freshman year, so they are honoring him on this, which would have been his senior night as well. They're honoring him with these special, very cool jerseys, as well as the number 4 on their sleeves. So
and his initials. You can't really see him from far away, but I tell you, they are very special. I got a good look at them.
Yeah, very cool jerseys. A very awesome way to honor him. It's very unfortunate that he is not able to be here with us tonight. But I know his spirit lives on through these players, through this program, through this team, and very exciting to see the end of this game and what they can do. And it's a really fun honor for him, and I know his family's in attendance, so it's really cool to see them here. To be able to support and honor them as well, and their kid.
Yeah, they're playing for something much bigger tonight, and we have a fantastic rest of the match to go. So starting fast, Oberlin came up, Sirik clears.
As we expected, starting fast, starting quick. This has been a very fast-paced back-and-forth game. First half stats. Wittenberg led the overall shots category 11-5. Total of 16 shots in 45 minutes of play. 1 goal apiece. 6 corners, 4 by Oberlin, 2 by the Tigers. Just a very overall even half from both sides.
Each team had 3 shots on target. So Oberlin only had 5, but they had 3 on target as well as the Tigers. So both keepers coming up with 2 saves. Wells Zimmerman gets the goal for Oberlin with assist from Butter, as Hagstrom gets the goal for Wittenberg, assisted by Sirik. And Mujica on again. He has a runner in the middle. Plays it across, and that is great recovery from Moskowitz, who ends up tripping Mboniu in the process. He had Craddock sitting right there in the box waiting for it, and that is just a great recovery. But instantly, just like the first half, JJ, Mujica gets in behind again.
Gets his opportunity once again, and I think he made the right play there going for the pass. He could have went for the shot, but he opted for the better opportunity to pass across. Quinte now will send this one in. Over the middle, Sirik will try to send it in. Mujica almost gets that one. It'll be kicked away. Will this one stay in the stadium? No, it will not. That is 2 balls out of the stadium.
That is 2. Fun fact, folks. I got a text in the group message I was a part of. I know the kid that lives just over the stadium. He sent a picture and said free ball. So we'll see if that gets returned in the end.
So we're going to get another throw in here. Sirik once again will be on the receiving end. Mujica was actually the one right behind Sirik. This one will be cleared away once again, but Wittenberg trying to get out and strike early here and take the lead.
He is lively, JJ.
And we talked about how even that first half was. Possession was 50% to 50%
wow,
in that
look
first
at that.
half. About as even as it can get. Sirik now fighting for the ball. Harding now, a horde of Oberlin defenders there to meet him. Again, Wittenberg relentless on the attack now. Possession will go with Oberlin, though, after that one. Very fast-paced, electric start here from Wittenberg, trying to strike first and throw that first punch of this second half, take the lead, feel comfortable, and be able to play some set defense here, but they're trying to do it with a very aggressive nature. Isaac now goes for that one.
And they have to be clinical, JJ. We saw what happened in half number 1. Those great opportunities, didn't put one away, and Oberlin takes the first strike. So Quinte on it, beautiful turn, sends a Murr the wrong way. Hagstrom plays it up, threads it perfectly to Harding. He's going to show off the shoulder to shoulder, may have a chance here. Puts it across goal, Craddock puts it on the one time, ends up I think he had a shot. It was going on goal. Can't see who got the last touch. I think it was the defender Moskowitz.
Looks like potentially we're going to get a corner, but wow, what an opportunity. Harding to fight through the contact.
Look at that physicality. Yeah, by Harding.
Just impressive to get that pass over to Craddock, who then in turn almost gets it to Mujica. Mujica sends it in, but it gets saved by Oreo. We will get another corner now, but what another close opportunity, too, so far in the first 4 minutes of play.
It's just like the first half. It's just like how the first half went down, JJ. So I believe that is Sirik or Harding who's gonna whip that one in.
Almost a dangerous header there from Oberlin. The Yeoman now will try to clear this one away. It'll be sent up the sideline. Craddock's there to meet it. The speed of Craddock, he is everywhere tonight. Seems he has no stop in his motor. He's 110% at all times, and you love having those players on your team, and if you're a coach, on the field for you. Right, he was already on this close sideline. Now look at him go. He's going to get the ball now. Forces a pass away up the sideline. Oberlin now with the counterattack. That one will be passed in.
So no foul on Wittenberg, and they are able to clear. Coach Blake knew. Unhappy with something he's seeing, and he has a sub lined up to come in. Now Craddock with Spates. Slots in Mujica. Look at the speed. Just out of his reach. And Iorio gets there first.
Yeah, another good look and a good pass there from Craddock.
This is exhausting.
Just a good heads-up play there from Oreo. And Craddock with a beautiful steal. Playing aggressive. He's trying to go up the sideline. He's getting held from behind. No whistle now. He's going to get pushed down again. No whistle. Very physical, and the refs are letting him play. Oh, some beautiful dribbling skills there from the Yeoman. That'll be sent away. But again, a very physical game like we expected. No whistle there from the official. And you saw Craddock upset over that one, too.
That's twice now. There's been 2 challenges that maybe in a whole other game it's an easy call for the ref. But as long as the official is consistent, and he might change it up in the second half, realizes this is such a fun game and wants the players to even maybe play a little bit more, and that's completely fine, just as long as he stays consistent and keeps control of this one.
Yeah,
it's fine with me.
We talked about a possession before. We saw some physicality from Wittenberg, and there was no whistle on them. So like you said, consistency is the biggest thing. As long as it's not over-the-top physicality that he's letting play. Oh, beautiful there. Beautiful ball to Harding. Harding's going to take a middle. He's going to try to set it in. Oh, what a beautiful shot!
The captain delivers for Wittenberg, JJ.
What a play there. He just went in there by himself. He didn't need anyone else with him, and he takes it in, shows off that beautiful left foot, and he puts it bottom left. Just a remarkable pass to start with. Harding able to control that touch, dribbles the middle. He finds himself with a lot of space. He decides to send one in, and he finds it in the bottom left. Tigers take a 2-1 lead here early in the second half, and their aggression to start the half pays off early. You could tell they wanted to come out. They wanted to be the ones to throw that first punch. Once again, like we saw in the first half, but this time they stayed consistent with it. We saw in the first half they kind of backed off of it. They let Oberlin get possession, but now they're just keeping up with that constant pressure, and that led to a beautiful opportunity for your team captain. You're one of the heart and souls of this team, always playing in the middle of that field, always playing very physical brand of soccer, and he is able to find an opening and get the goal.
And as soon as you saw him get it on his favorite left foot with that space, we already knew that was going in the bottom corner. And sure enough, it did. Wittenberg 2, Oberlin 1. But Oberlin right back the other. I was almost certain that was in, JJ.
Yeah, wow, what a play there. And it looked like, was it Wells Zimmerman again?
Yep, it was Zimmerman. He's quite a top player,
and you can tell,
almost silences the crowd here. That would have been
almost a quick response, and they've been able to get up and down on the field so quickly. And about a blink of an eye off that first touch after the goal, they were able to get down the field and give Wells Zimmerman a one-on-one opportunity. But you could tell Zizek.
That is not a bad attempt at all from Oberlin, and that was number 2, John Schaefer. But yeah, a quick realization for Wittenberg. Yeah, you have a great goal. You see the passion and the celebration. They take the lead in the second half. This game's not over, JJ.
No,
it's not. And it's not anywhere close to being over. And I think they just realized it after those opportunities from Oberlin coming the other way.
Very lucky to walk away still leading this one. It's going to be a fight for the ball. Oberlin comes up with it, but this has been such a competitive back-and-forth game. Like you said, there's no chance that Oberlin's going to back down from this one after letting up that goal. There are still 37 minutes of soccer to be played, and we can tell with the way they've been able to get up and down the field as we're going to have a player down for the Yeoman. So it looks like Sirik's going to help him up. It looks like he is okay. Number 7, Antoni Commissaries is there, the one down on the ground.
And he came in off the bench playing on that left winger. Now he has come in to the second half. He's playing on that back right side. Almost was in a right back position.
Yeah, providing some very valuable minutes off the bench here early.
And it looks like Butter and Moskowitz are the back 2 now for the Yeoman. So he's getting treatment. Commissaris looks like is going to get off the field and is replaced by number 6, I believe. Carlos Fambes Flores, freshman from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Wittenberg will throw this one in. Sirik will head it to the middle. Harding's there. He'll try to send it over to Craddock. It'll meet the foot of a Yeoman. Sirik now a little back and forth in the middle of the field. Good ball there. Oberlin will send it forward. Zizek's the one to meet it. He'll try to send it back. Sirik once again playing a little keep away from Oberlin now. Oberlin will take it back, get back into their set play. They love to go back and reset their offense, and I think that's what's been so impressive. Even with how chaotic and fast-paced this game has been, they're able to hit that reset button at very important times. They do it right here. Butter now with the ball. Over to Moskowitz, who will send it to that far sideline. Toby Wells Zimmerman will head it forward. Robertson is there. He'll take a slow touch. Pick it up. He'll look to send this one away.
And you know, JJ, a player that has really stood out to me for this Oberlin side is Pacewicks, playing at that CDM spot. Has played every minute of this one, only a sophomore. He's from Perrysburg, Ohio, played at St. John's Jesuit. A fantastic high school program. And he has just controlled his midfield through communication and his passing all the way in this one, and he's going to be one of those players that will start any sort of spark on any offensive move they will have in the coming moments. But Wittenberg get a free kick. Miller to clear it. Nice and high, but right into the hands of Iorio. Quickly rolls it out left. Sizek's going to try and get there first, but Oberlin gets there. Zimmerman wins a free kick with the quick, nifty footwork. And just the man I was talking about, Pacewicks, comes over and looks like he is going to take this one. Is Nathan Thompson, another player from Perrysburg, is going to go into the box in his place. Wittenberg hold about the 18. Pacewicks fakes. Then comes an in-swinger flicked from Oberlin right into Robertson, and that was Schaefer who took that one with the left foot. Butter is first there and clears it. But Oberlin, great delivery, better clearance from Miller.
Yeah, dangerous set of touches there from Wittenberg, leads to a turnover. Butter takes it up that sideline, sends one middle, but a beautiful pass. Can Craddock reach it? No, he will not be able to. It'll roll out of bounds. Oberlin will take possession. Just under 10 minutes played here in the second half.
And that was number 9, Xander Francoeur, sophomore from Cupertino, California, who had that chance for Oberlin with a missile going into the box, and Miller, not afraid, put his head on that and cleared it out. Sirik looks like he is going to get here as he faces up against Butter. Cuts in on his favorite left foot. Drives it in. That's going back post. That's a brilliant ball. Craddock almost gets there. but Flores does enough and flicks it up high and then into the hands of the man in all green.
Yeah, I really like what Case Zurich did there. He didn't play with the ball. You know, sometimes a lot of people, they want to try to sit there when they face up their defender, play with the ball a little bit, try to throw him off. But he made 1 or 2 little moves, and then he just sent that one across.
Gone. Yep.
Beautiful pass as well.
And as a defender, you even quickly realize, you know, he is going to want to put it on his favorite left foot. Looks like Emir is going to be onside. Good track back, but the ball goes across. Isaac has to do something. Oh, great bit of skill there. And that rolls out right. And that was number 14, Nathan Thompson, a freshman who almost equalizes for the Yeomen, JJ.
Yeah, very.
Did you see that little touch there?
Yeah. Too. Yeah, he was going for that one touch banger, but he was not able to connect on it, but still almost sneaks it in bottom right, just goes outside. Now they give it a corner opportunity. This one will be sent in. Good head away there from number 13, Ryan Schindeldecker.
Oh, and look at the hustle from Zurich, who is going to hold it up. Lays off Harding. Now look at the right side. Harding can't get the final pass to par, as Craddock was in on that right side. So Oberlin get a little break there.
Iorio sends that one away. Craddock will try to get on the sideline. He'll keep it inbound to Zizek. Zizek, a little heavy first touch. You go out of bounds. Oberlin with possession now. Trying to find that answer back to Wittenberg's early goal here in the second half. Wittenberg playing a little bit more passive after a very aggressive start to this second half. And we kind of saw that in the first half. We saw a lot of good opportunities to start the game in the first half. As soon as Wittenberg kind of lost that rhythm, they immediately fell out of it and went back to more of a passive, let Oberlin come to them, and then they're going to use that for a counterattack on them. But Wittenberg was able to find that goal this time around. Kinte, the pass from Harding, will send it up to Zurich on that close sideline. He'll try to send it into Harding. We met by number 20, Zach Moskowitz. He's been a very busy man tonight, and he's been very impressive. One of the more impressive players on the field for the Oberlin Yeomen.
And the gaps are there for Wittenberg to attack. I was just analyzing Oberlin's setup. Ethan Long kind of more stepped up as a right back into that middle position. Same with Flores, and at times it is truly just Butter and Moskowitz as a back two and nothing else, as Oberlin are sending many players up the field to try to get one back. Here's the long throw.
Schindeldecker with a very good throw right there to get it in. Harding now. Pass it out to Kinte. Kinte will chip it up towards net. Iorio, oh my goodness, a very dangerous play there. Kinte, the little wedge shot there, just chips it up. And that thing, if you're Iorio, you know, that's a very tough ball. You don't know. It's floated in the air for so long. You don't know where it's going. Is it going to come with is it going to fall underneath that goalpost? Is it going to stay over? Iorio, I think, just makes the right play of getting a hand on it, making it sure it doesn't have any chance of going in.
It was a little scary originally to think, oh, he read that perfectly. He's going to catch it. And then on the last second, he's like, oh, no, let's just clear that.
Yep. Harding now will send this one in from the far corner. Good ball over the middle. Kinte tries to get a hand on it. Not able to, not a hand ahead. Handball in soccer, as we know, is very much illegal. As we're going to get a couple. We're going to get 4 substitutions, 1 for Wittenberg, 3 for Oberlin here. Try to get some numbers. It looks like Craddock will leave the game, and it looks like it'll be Salim Muhammad, the junior, to come into the game. So we know another very fast-paced, he plays a lot like Craddock, one of the smaller players on the field, but he's very fast and very impressive footwork and dribbling skills. Replaces Craddock on that far sideline.
So on the other hand, I didn't get to see who came in. No, I was actually seeing who came off first. Frank Core, Schaefer, and the goal-scoring Zimmerman made way, and I'll look at kind of their positions and find out who came in for them as I go. Starting with the first one, number 22, Cole Fuller, making his first appearance in the game. Sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. Oberlin is on it. Having about midfield. Mohammed pressuring. Looks like that will do enough as he comes out on top with it. So some pinball going on. Back in possession of a yellow shirt. Good little passing there. As they play it in the middle. Thompson looks to play it back. Switch from Pacewick's out to Fuller. Into Long, who is playing at that right back position, but as I was telling you, JJ, he's definitely stepped up into that midfield role.
Pascal now entered the game at some point for Wittenberg. Pascal's been a very impressive player. What a beautiful pass to Sirik. He'll try to touch it over. Oh, Sirik's going to win the ball. He's got a good opportunity here. Beautiful.
Oh, and it hit him. They hit their own teammate, JJ. Can you believe it?
I am speechless. What? I don't think Harding was ready. I don't think Muhammad was ready, but you know, Nick Harding, already a goal scorer tonight, had a free one. The goal wide open.
I mean, that's as good of an opportunity as a goal as you will ever see in the game. Beautiful play from Sirik. He wasn't ready for it, and then is kind of stuck speechless on the goal line and ends up making a save to prevent. I believe it was Muhammad who almost would have been a wonder sub opportunity coming in and scoring a goal and taking a two-goal lead, but yet they're still up one. But Wittenberg looking better.
Very frustrating one. If you're a Wittenberg fan, coach, or player, you know you should be up 2 goals right now in a game this close. That 2-goal advantage is such an important one. But immediately, I talked about Pascal coming in the game. We talked to him earlier about he's really implemented himself as a very key piece in the lineup. Mm-hmm. And immediately he comes in. I didn't even see him get subbed in. The first touch he gets, a beautiful pass up to Sirik. Sirik takes it up the sideline and makes a play. He does. So we're going to get, looks like a penalty and is it a yellow card?
I see that, and I do have the 2 other subs. Number 23, Isaac Stratton, came in, as well as number 11, Augie Smith, came in for Oberlin at that last change. But also, you look at Sirik, he did so much and serves it up to his teammate on a platter. Pacewicks takes it, sends it into the box. Not a bad ball, but Schindeldecker deals with it for now. There was Sizek having a press. Wittenberg still trying to get it out. Pacewick has now stepped up, looked for the opportunity, and it is getting brutal down there before it is finally cleared. But yeah, Sirik does so much. Already has an assist in this one, and just puts it on a platter. Perfect piece of decision making, and it was almost too good to be true. The teammates weren't ready.
Yeah, Nick Harding, you know, one of the most skilled players out there. It's almost like LeBron James missing a layup. You know, it happens. It sucks.
And you look at the goal he scored a few moments earlier outside of the box, putting it in the corner with pace after beating a defender. Very, very tough, and just didn't anticipate that one. But that happens in this game. So still 2-1. Wittenberg clear up. Another flick from Sirik. How does he do it? Hagstrom goes for the early cross. Can't connect on that. So Wittenberg has really just succeeded down this left side. You look at goal coming from Hagstrom, who is a left wing back defender. His coming from Sirik. But the big opportunities in this game, JJ, have come from Wittenberg on that left side. And I would say from Oberlin on the left side as well.
Yep. Still a back and forth game here as we are about 20 minutes into this second half, 25 to go. Wittenberg leading at 2-1, and if you're an Oberlin fan or coach, you know you're lucky to still only be up 1 or down 1. That one will be sent in. Oh, and Robertson gets a hand on it. Be sent back into the middle.
Oh my goodness. What? Almost a brilliant flick from number 11, Augie Smith, behind the leg, like a little back heel. It's going in at goal, and finds 2 Wittenberg shirts. They clear it, but almost a deflection that goes off a Wittenberg player and goes in the net itself. So just 2 mesmerizing moments of play, one from Oberlin and Wittenberg. Both teams just cannot believe they do not have another goal for their team.
Very unfortunate, lucky, unlucky, as we saw the save from Harding just a possession before on Oberlin's own net, and then almost an own goal from Zizek being in the wrong place at the wrong time after a scramble clear almost hits him and goes into the net. Oberlin now will try to chip this one in, a beautiful chip. Miller now will head it out of bounds. It looks like we'll get a corner from Oberlin. Oberlin now threatening here, trying to tie this game back up, get back into this one after a second half that's been very much controlled by Wittenberg. In almost every aspect of the game, Oberlin's had some opportunities, but overall, Wittenberg has controlled the pace, controlled the tempo, controlled every aspect of what they want to be able to do. We've got a couple of subs getting ready to come in. It looks like Paulicki and 2 for Oberlin. Will be sent in.
And that curled out of bounds before it reached the box. So Amur disappointed. As now it will be a set piece and a break for Wittenberg to get the ball up the field. Sub each going to be coming in. It will be for Wittenberg first. Paulicki. Typical change. This was the first half, comes in for Reininger. Almost got an assist with his beautiful setup to Sirik. And here comes 2 subs.
Looks
for
like number
Oberlin.
7, Antoni. Is it number 7? Yes. Antoni Commissari's back into the game after he took a tumble and looked like glad to see him back out on the field and healthy.
As well as the goal scoring, Toby Wells Zimmerman.
So Oberlin subbing back in those 2 big pieces, trying to make one final push in the last 20 minutes, trying to tie this game back up.
Still plenty of time, and you know Coach Blake New is still going to stick to what they've been doing, the game plan they set at halftime. There's plenty of time. We've seen them. They've had a lot of success at slowing the game down and waiting for the opportunity. They have picked up the tempo a little bit, and by all means could have easily gotten a goal or 2, but same to Wittenberg. So plenty of exciting stuff to see here in the final 22 minutes as Butter takes the pressure from past goal and clears it up the way. So Harding looks to get a head on it. Augie Smith pressuring Kinte. Good footwork, but dispossessed from Oberlin. Schindeldecker gets a tackle. Kinte has to clear.
I tell you what, Kinte has been, to me, one of the most impressive players on the field. Just doing all those stat sheet plays. He is the garbage man in the middle of the field tonight, and he has been doing such a good job at it. He is really controlling the middle of the field.
He's doing the dirty work.
That's what you need if you want to come away and win a North Coast Athletic Conference game when it is going to be as competitive, as physical as this game is. You want somebody like Kinte who's not afraid to get physical, but he's very skilled when he does get the ball, that he's able to match that physicality with skill and produce a lot of possession for Wittenberg.
Those CDMs are the most underappreciated players in the game. Amur runs over. Pacewicks is going to take. Here comes the outswinger as it rolls across the box. Dangerous for Wittenberg to deal with. And after some bouncing around, side official does spot an offsides stance. And Wittenberg will get to clear again.
Robertson to send this one away. 21 to go here in this fun, exhilarating match.
I mean, yeah, I would tell people to not go anywhere, but I'm sure they're not if they were already tuned in to this one.
Yeah, if you've been watching this game, I'm sure you don't want to go anywhere. This is a very entertaining, a very back and forth one. This is a big game for both teams. Oberlin trying to get back on the winning side of things. A very skilled team. Just have been on the losing end of things in a while. They're in a little bit of a rough patch. Very tough stretch of the schedule. And any game in the North Coast Athletic Conference is tough, and they seem to be in the tougher ends of it right now. Wittenberg trying to keep pace for some of those top teams in the conference, sitting at 2-2, looking to go 3-2 in conference, 8-4 overall.
Oh, that's great piece of skill from, it was Zimmerman trying to break down the left. Resumed by Stratton. Great skill from Pacewicks. Cuts it back again. Harding can't defend. Zimmerman slots it into Smith. Tries to play it back out to Stratton, but the pass is too heavy. Wittenberg will have a throw-in. That is Sizek wearing the number 40 tonight.
Yeah, another
keeping the number for Jack Bennick. Special memory and on the sleeve, so he happily is wearing the number 40 when his usual number is the number 4. Pascal pressure. Moskowitz into Stratton, plays Smith up the way. And Smith looks to get a long touch and go around Miller, but Miller, good strength and shields it out for a goal kick. So substitute for Oberlin, as that is Asim Amur, who is making way. And number 16, Jesper Solberg, the senior from Denmark. Hornbæk, Denmark. I don't know why I even tried to pronounce the city. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I do know it is Denmark. So welcome to Springfield, Ohio.
We gave it.
We always do that.
Gave it the best try we could. There it is. You'll
I wanted to play it hype first and then bring it back down again.
Sirik now fighting for the ball on the sideline. We'll send it out to Hagstrom. Hagstrom now into the middle of the field. Harding trying to possess the ball. He's getting hounded by the Yeoman. Beautiful pass to Sirik, who's going to take it up the sideline, try to send it in. It's going to deflect off. Harding now forces a touch away. Good set of passing here from the Oberlin. Send it up to the sideline.
And look at that bursting run from Stratton making that left diagonal run. Trying to support Zimmerman.
Kinte with the beautiful defensive skill once again in the middle of the field. Back and forth to Sirik and Kinte. Sirik on the ground.
That is a tough tackle. Schindeldecker rides it off.
Oh,
in
beautiful
a great
chip
little
pass
flick
to Pascal.
And that was definitely a close one. As the side official raises the flag on Pascal's run, and Butter will resume. Plays it out to Moskowitz.
Beautiful pass there, Schindeldecker.
And he was coming off. He was like still in the middle of a limp. He took a hard challenge.
Took
was
a
like,
to the shin. It looked like,
all right, I'm gonna flick this up with this skill. Get out of here.
Just fighting through it there.
I don't want the ball anymore. I don't know where the ball is, JJ.
Far corner,
there it is.
Zizek to throw it in. Zizek will throw it.
He was hiding it.
Harding tries to win it. Oberlin with possession.
Nathan Thomas on it. Plays it back to Pacewicks. Puts it on his right. Takes a strike, and that is a hit and a half, JJ. A hit and a half. But right into Robertson. But, you put that ball a few meters to the left or right, that is going to be very dangerous for Robertson to deal with.
Yeah, Robertson doing a good job still, even though not expecting that shot, probably being aware and ready for it. Sirik now with a beautiful head. Harding now gets the pass over to Sirik. Sirik now tries to find Pascal. A couple of Yeoman defenders are there. Good set of passing once again from Oberlin. Kinte with a very physical tackle.
And the crowd erupts here as the ref says that was a little too hard, but looked like that was all ball, and you could hear a foot on ball contact. And, on that one I have to disagree with the official, but he does decide what happens, and Oberlin moves the other way. Schindeldecker clears.
Yeah, I thought he was going to call it. It looked like with Kinte's slide, it looked like he almost hit it with his arm, his hand.
Yeah.
But,
even if it is a clean tackle, if the studs are showing and it is a reckless play, the ref has, by all means, can give it. Zimmerman. Look at this skill. In the end, great defending. As I did not know which way Zimmerman was going to go. Winberg looking to break. And they win a throw-in.
Final third of this half to come. 15 minutes. Wittenberg still leading this one 2-1 in a very intense back-and-forth matchup. Oberlin trying to find that second strike, trying to tie this one up. Have some opportunities on the table, just have yet to find the back of the net once again. Time is ticking down for them, though. No need to panic just yet, but that clock is not your friend in this moment. You need to start going, and you need to get back into that rhythm you found in the first half. Just finding those good opportunities, that good passing. Finding Zimmerman on that far sideline is what I feel like is a big key for them. Letting him kind of determine So we're going to get a whistle, and it looks like he's going to go with possession of Wittenberg. Both sides were pointing at each other, as you would expect both sides tend to do when there's a whistle like that. You point at the other one, and hopefully it convinces the official.
That was Solberg with a late touch on Miller and wins a free kick deep in their territory. And there is going to be a substitution for Wittenberg, so to offer some fresh legs, and it is actually going to be Mujica. So Coach Berg is taking an aggressive. He's yet to come in yet, so he will come in next dead play, but taking an aggressive option, subbing in an attacker, which I assume will be for Pascal. So Wittenberg stop Oberlin's break, trying to clear out, but quickly back on the yellow shirts. Now over to Smith. Drops it back to Butter.
Yeah, the physicality of this game is it's picking up, and the latter half of this game is a very crucial point for both teams, so you can tell they're both starting to get into this game. It's getting very intense, very emotional, very physical now as that pass will try to be sent in. Hagstrom will kick it away. Refs still playing it consistent, letting them play. Pascal now will pressure Moskowitz up top. Moskowitz now will send it in. Number 14, Nathan Thompson, passes it over. Oberlin looking for the long cross.
Oh.
Number 22, Cole Fuller on the far side.
Beautiful.
Waiting for it. We'll try to flick it up. That one will be a nice tackle. Hagstrom will try to send it in. Oh, a beautiful play there from Fuller. Pass in. Oh.
And that is brilliant eye from the side official, because that was offsides, JJ. It happened in a split second, but even after the deflection, he was just maybe not even a yard offside.
But a good call.
A good call. Wittenberg get a break, but that was a brilliant. Schaefer is in for Smith.
Mujica does sub in for Pascal.
Mujica, and I think there was another sub.
There's two subs for Oberlin.
Yeah, Frank Core came in for Cole Fuller, who was just involved in that play in the corner. But that was just a brilliant series of passing for Oberlin, and almost got a very good chance getting the ball into the box, especially Pacewick's high switch of the field, finding Stratton right on the money.
When we passed in now, Oberlin, 12 minutes now to find the equalizer.
And JJ, are you surprised? I mentioned earlier, subbing, you have the lead. It's mostly been Oberlin in possession. Maybe haven't had as many clear cut attacking opportunities, but it is mostly them. You're not getting the ball up the field as much, and when you do, you turn it over like we just saw. But subbing back in that striker and still taking that normal approach instead of maybe subbing in another midfielder or another CDM to kind of pack back down.
Sirik, sorry to interrupt you, but he has a beautiful steal now. Opportunity. He's trying to get ahead of the defense. He's going to try to send one in, but a beautiful job to force it out of bounds and get the corner. But I do agree.
Got a Messi. That's seriously what he's like. You know, the left-footed magician. He's smaller, but still holds off all those defenders and gets a shot off, wins a corner.
Yeah, just beautiful. It's so much fun to watch him with the ball. He's so good with it. But, yeah, I do agree subbing in Mujica for Pascal can be seen as a little bit interesting at this point in game. But I think if you're Wittenberg, you just got to stick to your guns. This is what's been successful for you all game. It's what's been successful for you all year. You don't want to leave your brand of soccer at the most important times in this game. Harding now try to get an opportunity. He'll flick one up in the air. I think it's up through the goalpost and good. The field goal
going long
does not count as 3 points. 3 points, unfortunately. Imagine how fun that would be. It's one opportunity a game to kick it up through the field goal post, and if you score it, you get 3 points.
Well, that's the thing. I think in Gaelic football, that is a thing, because they have a goal. That's where you can like dribble, like basketball and kick it. There's a goal, and I think there's goalposts you can work with as well. It's very interesting. I saw it played live over there once when I visited. Oh, great
Muhammad.
middle skill. And it rolls just out of bounds. Oberlin was there anyway to clear it, but good opportunity from Wittenberg. And, you know, a good form of defending, JJ, is attacking. And that, you know, if you're attacking at the ball, on their goal, they're not attacking on you. So Wittenberg getting those chances, getting the ball up the field, has definitely helped helping ride out that time and preventing Oberlin from finding a rhythm to get back into this. But with a team like Oberlin in a sport like this, you don't really need rhythm. You just need one opportunity.
We saw that in the first half with Wittenberg, where it felt like Oberlin was really starting to dominate that first half. They got that goal. Time was winding down. It felt like Oberlin was going to run away into the half up 1-0 at least. Wittenberg got one opportunity, a beautiful throw-in and a beautiful pass leads to that opportunity. So Oberlin just trying to find that opportunity, just that chance. But right now, Wittenberg's defense doing a really good job of holding him away. That's going to be sent forward. Robertson's going to go out there and meet it. He's going to waste some time, pick it up. Just under 9 minutes remaining now. Robertson looking to send this one away, but you do got to think in this situation how much more important Harding's miscue and then his accidental save looks now, because in a 2-goal game right now, you feel like this game is ultimately over. But 1 goal, now you just need that one chance. You just need that one opportunity instead of 2, but a dangerous play there. Sirik now with the ball. He's going to try to control, send it out to Pawlicki. Big win there from Oberlin. Pawlicki there. Sirik fighting for it. Sirik somehow comes up with the ball every single time and controls it beautifully.
And we could take pictures of Sirik. It seems every time he's on the ball, there's going to be at least 2 yellow shirts, 3 yellow shirts around him.
Hagstrom tries to send it in, but he draws the corner opportunity. The good hustle and effort there from Hagstrom leads to a corner now as time keeps on ticking away, and I think that's the biggest thing that Wittenberg's trying to do right now. They're playing their game not so much to score a goal. Yes, that'd be nice, but they're wasting a ton of time in the process.
Yeah, they're in no rush to keep this back in. They have another substitution. Craddock comes back in, so still sticking with that normal attack, and maybe doing that, they could snag a goal and game, set, match this. But Muhammad whips that one in off the head of Harding, plays it back post, and I believe that was Pawlicki trying to make something of it. And it goes out for a goal kick. And that wasn't Muhammad, that was Kinte. Craddock came in for Muhammad on that right side.
Oreo to send this one away. He'll send it in the middle of the field. Harding goes to meet it. A good head there. Zyzik and Craddock there to meet. Just the wind is picking up now and throwing our papers in our booth all over the place. That one will be sent forward. Robertson's going to go out there and meet it. Pretty dangerous. Yeoman
Gets
were there to meet him.
What a
bomb.
Great clearance.
Across the field, just unload on that one.
Passing it to the other keeper. And that was a volley too, and that's when you see the keeper comes out. They don't have their hands, so they have to do something with their feet or their head, and they can miskick that, or because it is a volley.
Very dangerous play, but
he sent that one.
He made contact with that one and sent it all the way across the field. Kinte now once again with possession. Just trying to find Sirik. That always sounds like a good plan. If you can find Sirik, good things will happen. Harding now with possession. Send it over to Pawlicki. Trying to find Craddock. Good cut there from Oberlin. Zyzik will meet it in a beautiful tackle there. Craddock will not keep it in bounds, and a lot of frustration from him as he felt he'd used some beautiful skill set and footwork there to keep it in, and it looked like it from afar, but official had the best view of it, and he saw out of bounds. 6 minutes to go now. Time is dwindling. Oberlin is reaching that desperate territory now. They need to find that equalizer. Wittenberg doing a good job of keeping them from that opportunity. Throw in there. Mujica doing a good job of pressuring. He's going to try to kick it forward. Pass back to Iorio. Maybe for a big clear now. Iorio is going to look downfield, try to find his target. He's going to communicate around.
And still Oberlin being happy with being patient, finding the right pass. And, sometimes it is better to have the ball than to quickly turn it over, as you see when you play it long. Wittenberg read it. And now Sirik is going to be on the run for it.
Yeah, 30 seconds just from that clear alone dwindled away, so you don't like that if you're an Oberlin fan. I know your patience is your game, and I know we talked about it can be good, but right now it has not been producing the opportunities it did in the first half. But here's a good opportunity. This one we passed forward. Well, Zimmerman now will send it in. Dangerous now, but a good job from Hagstrom to kick it away. I don't know if Hagstrom knew he had an opposing player right behind him, but he did a good job, perfect timing to flick it away.
And I think with his skill and his ability, just from I'm sure he did know he was there, but even if you don't, playing that outside back, it's coming back post, you don't know what's behind you. It's always
instinctual.
It's always best to just hit that thing out of there. You don't want to take any chances.
It's better to let your defense set up, get some players back instead of trying to make the hero play. Kinte will send this one away. Just good. Some more time management. Just really trying to waste time away.
And as you can see, when they do get the opportunity to clear it, they are going to clear it.
Yep.
It's that point of the game, not a surprise at all.
And I think if this game ends the way it is right now, I think I would pick Quinte as my player of the game. He has been so impressive in the middle of that field, just doing the dirty work. I love a player like that who's just constantly the hustle plays, the plays that don't show up on the stat sheet, to continue to do that at high skill and ability all game. It's been such a difference maker. He has controlled the middle of that field in the second half, and it has proved to be so difficult for Oberlin to get any control of that middle, and Quinte's been the reason why, and he's been so impressive to watch all night. Harding now will flick that one out of bounds. Again, just content with kicking it out of bounds, content with wasting time away.
So pressuring, looks like they might win it, but Pacewick's has been so good for Oberlin. He does not lose the ball.
Chip up, a dangerous opportunity. Robertson's going to go meet it. Oh, beautiful job there to go up there, high point the ball, meet it, get the ball, and now can clear it away, waste some time now.
That is commanding goalkeeping from Robertson, coming out with all those players coming at you, getting up high, knowing that's your ball, collecting it, and now you can reset. Robertson,
only in his third appearance in this year on his senior night, does not want to lose this one, and he is showing it right now in some beautiful play so far in the second half, but a big pass ahead. Robertson thinks about going out to meet it, but he doesn't. Miller's there. Good clear away. Miller's been very impressive in the second half and all game. Keeps it in bounds, too. Craddock now being annoying on the ball. Oberlin will possess the ball. Just under 3 minutes now. They're going to pass it back. Moskowitz now looking for someone. He's going to send it over. Butter now looking to get one in. Moskowitz back to that far sideline. He's going to dribble it in. Pass up to Wells Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to find something. He's going to try to show his pace. Isaac doing a good job staying in front. Beautiful play. Oh, very dangerous.
That's a deflection. So good save from Robertson. Yeah, JJ, but just rolls out before Wittenberg can clear. So Oberlin has a corner.
They're going to go quick now. They have no time to waste. Oh, you can see he rolled that up there quick. Robertson trying to get his defense set, trying to communicate his defensive formation. This one will be sent in, a beautiful crosser. Harding gets ahead on it. Oberlin now, you can see they're reaching that desperate time. They're trying to go quick. Good heads away. Another quick corner opportunity. 2 minutes to go. They're going to go a quick short pass in. Send it out. Over to Butter. Butter now is going to try to chip it in. Another beautiful chip. Well, Zimmerman's there. Miller, beautiful clear there. What a very important clear. You could tell Oberlin trying to go quick. Mujica now. Little physical
That was a little tricky situation. He handed it back so the keeper could use his hands, but Iorio came out and had to wait all that, wait for the ball to come while Mujica was charging.
It's a beautiful play there from Hagstrom. Oberlin now under 1:30. They've got to go. He's going to send it up. Zizek's there to meet it. Zizek will send it over to Craddock. Craddock on the sideline.
And draws a big foul.
Big foul there. But in a situation like this, you want to put it into the possession of your players that you know can control the ball and really limit the chance of a turnover. You know, Craddock, Sirik, Quinte in the middle is some of those players that are so good at possessing the ball and so good at dribbling, and that's what they do. Miller's going to send this one up. Craddock's going to try to reach it, showing off the speed. Can he keep it in bounds? He can, but he's just going to send this one out of bounds.
So cheeky little play. They win the free kick, sends it out of bounds. And now Oberlin, instead of a goal kick where they can send it way up the field, has to deal with a throw-in.
Little difficulty getting this one in. 35 seconds now. They've got to go the full length of the field. Craddock, some time wasting.
And
he's going to draw the foul.
And he's down.
And it looked like he took a cleat off the kick.
And the ref is not stopping the time. So this is going to be it. This will be the match. So Wittenberg, he's back up on his feet. No rush to take the free kick. Might have a hit. Why not? And he does off the crossbar. So almost. Was that Harding?
I think so. He's been the one taking it, but what a big win for Wittenberg. A very back and forth night, but an emotional senior night. Mm-hmm. You know they wanted this one. They really wanted to honor Jack Bennick, and they did a phenomenal job of that.
The win for him and his family. They are here tonight Impressive win. Oberlin may have not had the best record, but JJ, that was the best battle I've seen all year on this field.
They were an impressive team. They came out and they battled toe-to-toe with this Wittenberg team, and they were not shying down from a fight. They were very impressive to me. I know we talked about it all game, and we're not discrediting anything that they did. They were just phenomenal all night. But Wittenberg, such a good job of responding to that first goal. They responded with a goal of their own, and then the second half just controlled. They controlled that tempo. They controlled the speed. They just did all those little things right, and they come out with a big victory, improving to 3-2 in conference now, 8-4-1 overall. So just a very, very impressive performance and a very big win on senior night. You know, they wanted this. Everyone here wanted this. A big crowd in attendance. Just a good win overall for the program and the University of Wittenberg.
Brilliant season so far. I'm going to run through the moments in the stats for Oberlin. Their goal came from Zimmerman, assisted from Butter, with the answer coming from the freshman Hagstrom. For Wittenberg, assisted by Sirik. And then the second goal to win it comes from the captain, Harding, on a brilliant left foot finish into the bottom left corner. So final score 2-1. On any given night could have been something else, but tonight, like you said, JJ, Wittenberg men executed as they come over to the fans, and it's a warm reception here. It was a packed night, perfect night for some soccer. So like you said, very special night, very special win. But I think that will do it. Final score, Wittenberg 2, Oberlin 1. It is Braden Carey, JJ Weisenberger. Make sure to tune in to Tiger Sports Network tomorrow, as women's will be in action against Oberlin as well. And then right after, Wittenberg football comes in on their second home game of the season. So make sure to tune in if you don't have anything going on. But for now, have a great rest of your night, and thanks so much for tuning in.